And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, On the first day of the first month, you shall set up the tabernacle at the tent of the assembly, and you shall put therein the ark of the testimony, and cover the ark with the veil. You shall bring in the table, and set in order the things that are to be set in order upon it. And you shall bring in the menorah, and light the lamps thereof. You shall set the altar of gold for the incense before the ark of the testimony, and put the hanging of the door to the tabernacle. And you shall set the altar of the ascending smoke offering before the door of the tabernacle of the tent of the assembly. And you shall set the lever between the tent of the assembly and the altar, and shall put water therein. And you shall set up the court round about, and hang up the hanging at the court gate. And you shall take the anointing oil, and anoint the tabernacle, and all that is therein, and shall hallow it, and all the vessels thereof, and it shall be holy. And you shall anoint the altar of ascending smoke offering, and all the vessels, and sanctify the altar, and the altar shall be most kodesh. You shall anoint the lever and his foot, and sanctify it. You shall bring Aaron and his sons into the door of the tabernacle of the assembly, and wash them with water. And you shall put upon Aaron the kodesh garments, and anoint him, and sanctify him, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. And you shall bring his sons, and clothe them with coats. And you shall anoint them as you have anointed their father, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office, for their anointing shall surely be an everlasting priesthood throughout their generations. Thus did Moshe, according to all that Yahuwah commanded him, so did he. And it came to pass, in the first month, in the second year, of the first day of the month, that the tabernacle was reared up. And Moshe reared up the tabernacle, and feasted his sockets, and set up the boards thereof, and put in the bars thereof, and reared up the pillars. And he spread abroad the tent over the tabernacle, and put the covering of the tent above it, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he took and put the testimony into the ark. And he set the staves on the ark, and put the mercy seat above upon the ark. And he brought the ark into the tabernacle, and set up the veil of the covering, and covered the ark of the testimony, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he put the table in the tent of the assembly, upon the side of the tabernacle northwards, without the veil. And he set the bread in order upon it before Yahuwah, as Yahuwah had commanded Moshe. And he put the menorah in the tent of the assembly, over against the table on the side of the tabernacle southward. And he lighted the candles before Yahuwah, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he put the golden altar in the tent of the assembly before the veil. And he burnt sweet incense thereon, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he set up the hanging at the door of the tabernacle. And he put the altar of the ascending smoke offering by the door of the tabernacle of the tent of the assembly, and offered upon it the ascending smoke offering and obligation, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And as he set the level between the tent of the assembly and the altar, and put water there to wash withal. And Moshe and Aaron and his sons washed their hands and their feet. When they went into the tent of assembly, and when they came near unto the altar, they washed, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he reared up the court round about the tabernacle and the altar, and set up the hanging of the court gate. So Moshe finished the work. Then a cloud covered the tent of the assembly, and the glory of Yahuwah filled the tabernacle. And Moshe was not able to enter into the tent of assembly, because of the cloud of smoke thereon, and the glory of Yahuwah filled the tabernacle. And when the cloud was taken up from over the tabernacle, the children of Yahshua went onward in all their journeys. But if the cloud were not taken up, then the journey not till day that it was taken up. For the cloud of Yahuwah was upon the tabernacle by day, and the fire was on it by night, in the sight of all the house of Yasharel throughout all their journeys.